Hey everyone! Alright, so in this video you're going to learn how to tie a slip knot, which is the first step in crocheting. It's really important if you're learning how to crochet, even if you're learning how to knit. It's very good for lots of different fiber arts. Alright, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here so you can see a little bit better. I just have one regular piece of string here. But if you were doing something bigger, then I wouldn't have cut this off. I would keep it attached to my skein of yarn. But I'm just going to start here on one end of my string, so I have a short end and all my rest of my yarn is over here. So I'm going to start by, I'm going to show you two different ways to do this actually. So one is you're kind of seeing what's happening with it, and then the second way is a little bit easier to do. So I'm going to take my string, and it's easier if you lay it on the table like I have, but I'm going to make a loop just like that so that my short end is actually going over this long end. Right? So I have kind of like this little loop. Now I'm just going to take this loop, I'm going to kind of pick it up and turn it over onto this long string so that I can have this straight line going through. Right? So let me show you that again. So I have my loop that I've made, and I'm just picking it up and putting it over here. Okay? So now this string is kind of underneath this long string. Now I like to take my two fingers or my hand like this and hold down this and this string, and then I'm going to pinch this string in the middle, and I'm just going to pull it all the way through. And that's going to leave a loop on one end, and here's my slip knot. So the slip knot, because of the way that we tied it, it is adjustable, so I'm able to make it larger. And I'm also able to make it smaller, kind of by pulling that same string. Alright, so let me show you that again, a little bit faster. So we're going to go like this, do our loop. Okay, our loop gets turned over like that. So we've got this nice little string in the middle. I've used my fingers to hold down those two other strings, and I'm going to pinch and pull up so that I've created that knot there. Now, once you kind of understand that concept, it's a little bit easier to do it this way. So I'm going to use my finger actually, and I'm going to wrap it around just like this. So I have the short end held in my hand like this, and I can wrap it around my finger, and then it's kind of like if you were to start finger crocheting. So I'm going to wrap it over my finger, but then instead of going like in front, I'm actually going to cross here so that's wrapped over. Now I'm going to use my other fingers to kind of hold it on there, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this part over top. So this first string that we put on there gets pulled over top, and then I can grab that string from underneath, let my finger go, and it does the same thing. I'm sure that there are a lot of different other ways that you can create a slip knot, but these are some of the easier ways, I think. So I'm going to show you again. So I'm wrapping it over my finger. Again, I'm crossing it back so it's further back on my finger. Then I can pull this part back and kind of reach under to grab that string. That way it's kind of making a loop. Okay, I can remove my finger and pull. Alright, so I showed you two ways to make your slip knot. Now you're able to either start finger crocheting, knitting, regular crocheting with your crochet hook. So there you go.